All right, so another Wheelie Wednesday update, week number 2. I actually took this bike out for more than a trip around my neighborhood and really sort of got a better feel for how the bike rides, especially at speed. And I just want to make sure that, you know, before I do anything too crazy on this bike, that I feel comfortable, for one, on it, that it feels stable. I don't feel like it's going to fall apart. I do realize that I should be, one of my next investments should be a helmet. I think that's super important. You know, I'm older now, so I can't really afford to be fucking up and falling on my face and being out of commission. So it's one of the next things I really need to take care of. Also, I think it would just allow me to be more confident in my riding. You know, as I own this bike, I'm getting a little more aggressive with it. So I'm bunny hopping curbs, on and off curbs, you know, jumping off reflectors. But I'm also tempted by all the crazy little things that I see along the way. So if I see a little embankment or a little ledge with a drop, you know, part of me wants to jump on there, but my body, I just don't know if it's the same, and I don't know if this bike is going to be capable of taking that kind of abuse. It's a big bike, you know, it's 29 inches. There's a lot of bike here, and I want to feel good about, you know, how it rides and everything. So beyond the wheelie updates, we just been mobbing through my neighborhood around the valley here, 818, just mostly downhill. It's a single speed bike, so, you know, I really am not keen on the idea of trying to take this thing uphill, which leads me to another thing in terms of this BMX rabbit hole that we're talking about. Electric bikes. So electric BMX, whether it's the Zeus bikes or some of those crazy Onyx RCRs or even the Surons, you know, those are all interesting bikes, electric and expensive. But before I do any of that, what I want to do is build this bike out, you know, build it to the way I want it. Right now I'm keeping the motif just black and white. I did just buy some thick slicks, so I don't know if you can hear that, but the wheels are a little noisy. They're a little knobby and also thick on this bike, so I went with the thick slicks. Someone in one of the previous comments was saying that thick slicks aren't great for swerving, but you know what, I'm not swerving, not yet anyways. And you know, if I do get there, and when I do get there, you know, I'll definitely think about maybe a different set of tires. But I just like the way the thick slicks look. They're completely thick. My wife was like, "Oh, you bought tires without tread?" I'm like, "Yeah, but they're thick." So I'm gonna get those on. Also, I hate these pedals. They feel super cheap. I've upgraded the. Well, I haven't actually put them on, so stay tuned next week. If you want, hit that like button right now and stay tuned. Hit the bell to get notified when the next video comes out, because by then I'll have the thick slicks on here and I'll have the pedals. I bought some Originate Vex pedals, so they feel really good. I mean, they are, compared to the pedals on here, they just feel like trash. I mean, they're fine, but they just, I mean, your feet, like the way you interface with your bike, I mean, the only places you really touch, your ass sits on the seat, you have the grips, your hands go there, and then you're pedaling, you know, your feet are attached to pedals. So I wanted those things to feel good. So I bought some grips, some OD Vans, like lock-on grips, some black ones, like I said, just to kind of stick with the motif, the overall motif. Black grips, Vex pedals, and slick thick tires. So we're gonna get all that stuff installed this week. So like I said, hit that subscribe button, stay tuned. There's a Wheelie Wednesday progress update. Not so much about wheelies, because honestly I haven't made too much progress there. I'll throw in a few clips just so it counts, and just so we can keep track of, you know, how the wheelies are coming along. But for the most part, I just wanted to let you know what I'm thinking about this bike, what I've been thinking about for the past week, and you let me know, you know, what do you think the best upgrades are. I've been thinking about brakes as well. Cool Stop pads are like 15 bucks. I don't really see how you can go wrong there. I can't really compare it to anything because, you know, part of me tells me that my brakes are soft right now. I've adjusted them, but I don't know if they're actually dialed in, so I don't know if it's the they just need to be dialed, or it's the pads that would help out. So either way, I think that's a pretty minimal investment. It's like 15 bucks for some cool stop pads, and I think it's probably worth testing out. With respect to how I feel about wheelies right now, I feel okay. I feel better about getting up. I just can't, I'm just not comfortable in that position, where you find that balance point, or what some people call the wedge on that wheel, you know. But I am getting a little bit more comfortable bailing, so I'm not so much concerned about looping out. I feel confident enough to jump off the bike, and then when I do, I think it's just a matter of me figuring out how to actually modulate my brakes, because when I do get the front end way up and I'm falling back, I have a tendency to just crash on my brakes. So I ended up just bringing the front end back down, crashing it back down, as opposed to using the brakes to actually just maintain that position, you know, just straight up, and then keep that going, and then just ride it out from there. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm mentally at with my wheelies. And like I said, I'll throw some clips in here. But stay tuned. More videos next week. Talk about everything else. Oh, I also got a speaker for the bike. I'll show you that too. And you guys let me know what you want me to go deep dive into in the comments. Whether it's the grips, you want to see the grips, do you want me to talk about the tires, the pedals, or the speaker. I got one of those, I don't even know how you pronounce it. It's called Kraken or Kraken, K-U-R-A-Y-A-K-N, I believe. And it sounds really good. And one of the benefits of having a speaker, actually, that I didn't really think about, is people can hear you coming. So, you know, if you're just mobbing down the street or whatever, and you got the speaker bumping, they'll hear you. You know, they don't necessarily need to see you. And I think it just adds to the safety element. So I wasn't really thinking about safety when I put it on here. I just wanted to have some beats to bump while I'm riding, cruising around. And it just dawned on me when I took that longer ride out the other day that speaker's actually pretty good at like alerting people to you being around. So they'll look, you know, and they hear you. That way they don't step in front of you, or like get freaked out when you pass them, or any of that, you know. So anyways, those are my thoughts for this Wheelie Wednesday. Signing out. Stay tuned. Thanks. I appreciate all the subscribers so far. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button. As always, do your friend a favor here, and we'll see you, and I'll see you guys and gals next week. Oh, before I forget, go Dodgers.